Jess
and TJ, guys. So this is our second try to this video because we had some technical difficulties with the first one. So what we're gonna try to do is, well, what I had us planned out to do today is do a little paint while we talk, and like it's legit. It's like a legit thing. You can see like they got us like for real, like authentic paint, and we got the paint brushes and all that, like, you know. So stick around to the end of the video to see what our paint is looking like, and this is what we tried to do the last time.
I'm gonna do better.
So don't judge us, okay? We tried it, but some technical difficulties happened, and that's just what it is.
And while we get into this painting, I think we should talk about why we think you hear about more failed relationships involving cheating than you hear about a successful relationship where both have been committed and faithful and loyal. Because I think what it all comes down to in the end is communication skills, boundaries, and compromising and morals.
They don't have a lot of those things that you just said. It's like me and you have perfect boundaries for ourselves. Me and you have, like, you know, we communicate, we established it, we had to talk about it, and we had to put it into action. Like, a lot of people can't put it into action. They like to say what the other person wants to hear just so they can get over the fact. That's what I think. Like,
in regards to the whole communication issues, though, I think people might find it easier to go behind their partner's back as opposed to just being honest and letting them know they're not happy in the relationship anymore. But in the end, it's still hurtful, it's still painful. It's painful and hurtful to let someone down by saying you're not who I want anymore, but it's also painful to find out the wrong way, or to find out, to uncover the lies, or, you know, just either way, just finding out someone's doing you dirty behind your back is also painful, but it's the way you go about it that's what can save the pain. If your partner's not making you happy, if your partner's not doing something, if your partner's not who they want anymore, I think it would just be an easier painful process to let them down like that, instead of having all this energy to hide stuff or not be real or not be honest. And I think maybe that's one of the reasons why cheating is a thing, is because they find it hard to be honest with the person.
And we're going to go more on honesty. Honesty goes a long way when you're in a relationship, or just like in general. Like, being honest is just gonna really just push your relationship or whatever you're trying to do forward. So I like to tell her all the time, why do I need to lie to you? I don't have to. There's no reason for me to lie. Like, I'm a grown-ass man, why do I need to lie to you? If I'm lying, that means I'm scared of something. What am I scared of? It's just perfect for you to just be completely real and honest with your person, so that you guys can have the most real and most honest relationship with yourself, because that's really what you need. You need loyalty and honesty. And without honesty, you can't have loyalty. So
I also believe another contribution to people cheating would be how they're not making boundaries since the beginning. If you're not a person of commitment, then look for someone else who is also not a person of commitment, because there's two types of people in the world: the committed people and the non-committed people. So it's just like, go search for people with the same similarities as you, instead of finding someone with the opposite similarities as you. There's there's people who can be loyal to other people, and there's people that just have commitment issues. So look for someone with the same similarities as you. There's this saying that opposites attract, but that's really not true. Because how can you get along with someone or expect things to flow easily and go right if the person you're trying to be with is not on the same page as you, does not have the same morals as you, or the same beliefs, or the same type of commitment?
I also feel like a lot of people don't understand like the true meaning of compromising. Like, you know, definitely in a relationship, if you want to have a real serious and real true relationship, you have to learn how to compromise for the right things. Like, I'm not saying compromise just for anything and everything your partner wants. If it makes sense to you, if it fits within the boundaries of having a stable relationship in your eyes, then make the compromise for that person that you love. Your person don't want you to come home late, don't come home late. Your person don't want you to be on a game all day, don't be on a game all day. It's simple little things that you can do, which is compromising for your partner to make your relationship last longer and better. Because at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want a good, healthy, positive relationship. You want peace, and that could give you peace. It's just what you give them is what they're gonna give back to you.
Right. And I also think what comes into hand in hand with that is not what you say, but how you say it. Your delivery. Is your delivery coming off too strong, or is your delivery coming off too weak, where it's not getting across to the other person?
Right.
I think that people may lack communication skills because they were never taught that or shown that in their upbringing. And so I think people may have that lack in communicating or just being honest because it may have gotten them in trouble in their upbringing. So pretty much, basically, I believe that the reason why the cheating rate is so high is because people may not be establishing and setting those boundaries since the beginning. People could be 6 months deep, 1 year deep, 5 years deep, whatever amount of time, but honesty was never a thing since the beginning. I believe to have a successful relationship, you have to both set your terms and boundaries since the beginning before you're in too deep and so much time has been going on. No one wants their time wasted. So I believe the reason why there's so many failed relationships is because of lack of communication, lack of honesty. It's not hard to be honest. It's not hard to be vocal and use what God gave you and talk, communicate.
Of it all up, what I think as to why a lot of relationships fail is just for the simple fact that a lot of people don't know how to compromise for a lot of different things. People don't know how to stop being selfish and put other people before themselves. It's just that simple.
Basically, pretty much what one person won't do, you can always find someone who can and will want to do that. The main point is just talking about that since the beginning, and then it's up to the partner on the other end to actually put in the work and do the work. Now, if they're not doing that, then that's when someone should set the tone and be like, if you're not going to do this or that for me, then don't just go sneak behind their back and find the other person who will do that. Just move on, and so you can be in peace.
Let that person know, look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I talked to you. You're not accepting my boundaries. We tried. And I'm just going to move on.
Yeah.
Because why? I talked to you about this already. So
I just think that people think it's the easier route to just sneak behind the person's back when in reality it's not. You can be saving a whole lot of time, a whole lot of peace, and a whole lot of respect and dignity if you just walked away from the beginning instead of trying to be sneaky. At the end of the day, this is grown adult stuff. You don't have to be childish and be hurting someone or being, at the end of the day, pretty much we're all adults. We're all grown. It should be normalized to have your communication skills on point.
yeah, like if you're like, and even just in general, like you don't have to be a grown adult. Just working on your sit down and let's talk it out. You know, let's hash things out instead of let's scream at each other, or instead of let's just say bad things that hurt each other all day. That's not gonna get you nowhere. We need to have more sit down. We need to have more talks with each other in order for us to just be able to like move forward. In order to get through a conflict, in order to get through a disagreement, you either need to agree to disagree or agree.
Pretty much, people cheating because they don't want to hurt their partner is still invalid because you're still hurting your partner by being unloyal and being unfaithful and hoping you don't get caught and hoping they don't find out. But what's done in the dark always comes to light. Secrets won't stay hidden forever. So I just feel like it should be normalized. I feel like cheating shouldn't be normalized. Cheating shouldn't be the most common thing you hear. When people hear that we have been in a relationship for 6 years, they're so shocked. But I believe it should be the opposite. It should be taboo to hear about people cheating.
Exactly.
But in this day and age, cheating is so normalized. Cheating is so common, and that sucks. That's very sad. I don't know. I just feel like I just wanted to know your take on what you think about cheating, because you and I have been very honest since the beginning, and we know what we want out of each other, and we know what would be a deal breaker to us immediately off the bat. And we know we wouldn't intentionally do things to hurt one another. So I just believe that ultimately, at the end of the day, whatever the reason is of people cheating, it's not right, and it shouldn't be normalized. Yeah.
What?
Have you ever heard of that saying where people are afraid when things go good because something bad always happens after? That's a real thing. People genuinely fear when things are going good because something bad always happens right after. So I believe that maybe cheating can tie into that. Cheating can tie into self-sabotage and people wanting to hold a guard and a wall up for themselves to protect themselves, but in reality they're only hurting themselves.
Exactly.
Self-sabotage shouldn't be a reason why, or a okay thing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be justified as, oh, that's the reason why I cheat, because if something's going good, I want to hurt the other person first before they hurt me.
Yeah, guys, right now we're still working on this painting. I'm not gonna lie, yours is looking way better than mine right now. I think I'm trying to make, I'm not gonna let y'all know what I got going on, but hers is looking a little bit, like, way better than mine. This is looking like for real. Like,
I don't even know where I'm going with it.
I just think if you're a grown adult and you're trying to get in a real committed relationship and you want to be one of those ones that, oh yeah, we're together forever, for years, for years. Just be real with yourself, and then be real with your person. Yeah, I want to do more videos about topics like this. I'm planning on getting a little table for mukbangs. I still got a long way to go on this painting, so I don't know. Probably gonna figure out what we're gonna do with this painting, because the last one that we did, it was all right, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose this one.
Let us know in the comment section, have you ever been cheated on, or were you ever the cheater? I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and subscribing, watching the videos. Thank you for interacting with us on this episode right here, right now. Other than that, we don't know where we really went with this, but this is the outcome.
Yeah.
Let's just say
It looks way better upside down though.
Like that?
Because it's originally supposed to be like this. This is how we were looking at it.
This is my side. This is TJ's side. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. And remember, stay lit, stay safe, have a great day.